Hey, my name is Allia Sadeghipour, and I'm here to pitch my show, MUTT. I am an Iranian American from California. I was originally born in Columbus, Ohio, as part of the Rust Belt of the United States. But when I was really little, my parents moved us to Iran, where my father is from. I lived there for many, many years, and later my parents moved me back to the United States. I got my degrees, I started traveling the world and telling my story about my experiences. I spend a lot of time creating communities for those who feel like they don't have a place or don't belong, because that's exactly how I felt growing up. I am heavily influenced by my upbringing and experiences. Being an Iranian American, my father's pressure on me being an immigrant to the United States, as well as the implicit biases towards Middle Eastern people in the US. Not to mention my mother growing up poor and the pressure of needing to be an independent career woman. And you throw queer sexuality into that, and it just makes everything a lot worse. Some of my favorite TV shows are Insecure and Broad City. I really admire creators who are able to take these relatable real world experiences and present them to a viewer that they can connect with. Not to mention being heavily influenced by punk music, heavy metal music, Persian hip hop. The Wachowski sisters have greatly and significantly influenced a lot of my work and my writing. Also, other writers like Hassan Blassim, Malcolm Gladwell, Audre Lorde. All of these creatives have significantly impacted and influenced who I am today and who I am as a writer. So, what is MUTT? MUTT is the story of two queer women of mixed descent who are struggling in this capitalistic, patriarchal society. The main protagonists are Allia and Breezy. So Allia was born in 1987. She's a Humboldt State graduate, a teacher, a writer, a poet, and she is terrified of sacrificing the career she's worked so hard for in order to pursue her dream of becoming a writer. Breezy was born in 1988. She's from the state of Rhode Island. She is a biracial rapper and aspiring music producer. She is an introverted depressive with a love of hip hop and gay men. Educated and hardworking, maybe a little too woke for their own good, these two queer POC women struggle in this predominantly white patriarchal society. They are connected by their multiculturalism and their mixed identities. MUTT is about establishing one's identity and looking for the community that helps create it. The show will be a combination of these intimate conversations between the characters in contrast to this massive, aggressive world that they inhabit. The first season focuses on mental health, so the impact that it has on Allia, on Breezy, their careers, as well as the people around them. The show and the direction is driven more by their subjective emotional states than the storyline or even objective reality. Early in the season, we see Allia on a plane to Ecuador to host her first ever feminist film festival masterclass. We see Breezy backstage, getting ready to perform in front of a huge audience. And then Corona hits. So these two characters who were made to believe that possibilities are available to them and that their careers might actually be successful have now hit this horrible reality that the world will always be as it is, racist, sexist, homophobic, and that their insurance does not cover depression. Breezy often gets in her own head and her anxiety causes total breakdowns. Allia dismisses love and buries herself in work. These two characters isolate themselves, which makes them realize that they actually have to connect with each other in order to survive. MUTT is very dear to me because it's autobiographical, representing complex identities and mental health. These are things that are really important to me, and I want to see more shows like this. I want to have my story being told. I want more stories that are multicultural, multinational, and non-gender conforming. As Elaine Weltroth once said, to be mixed race in America is to exist in a constant state of in-between. You have access to two worlds and are expected to be fluent in both, yet you never belong to either one. I truly believe and think that everyone, every generation can benefit from a show like MUTT. Millennials, Gen Z, Gen X, baby boomers. This story is important. You are looking for diverse, multicultural narratives, and that's exactly what we have to give you.